Okay. Let's see. It says we're live now. Let me get on up here a little bit closer. Straighten out my collar a little bit. Get a little more presentable, hopefully. And we'll get in here and get straightened up for it's just about a minute early, about a minute early than 9. Hey Zach, how are you? How is it down under? Is it your weather changing down there? We're getting into the fall of the year, so you're getting into your spring. Yeah. Are you keeping those trucks rolling? Well, that's good. Yeah, we're cooling down. I like this time of year. The fall of the year is a good time of the year for us. Uh, I My wife knows I like it. It's the time of the year that I met her, and I kind of fell in love with my wife in the fall of the year, and we actually will celebrate our anniversary next month. We'll be married 55 years. 55 years uh, in October. So, yeah, I've been an old guy for a long time. Yeah, I've been hanging in there. Like I said, to be married, to be married 55 years, I think that's an accomplishment in itself, isn't it? Hey, Jamie, how are you? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I do as I'm told. That's exactly right. That's how you make 55 years. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be this October. Well, that's good, Jamie. That's good. I'm glad to see you're okay. I'm up here at the shop. Of course, the shop's empty right now. I've got the 56 next door of course, you haven't even seen the extension I built, Jamie. Last time you were down here, I didn't have this other part of the uh, building. So, yeah, you'll have to come back and see the additions that I've made. Um, I don't know what's going on at Southport. Are you talking about uh, the weather and everything? I don't get. I'm right now. I'm out of loop on that, Jamie. Tell me what's going on at Southport. I'm not familiar with it. Well, I had a barrel pop there. I got a couple of empty barrels outside, and I heard one of them pop just then. Oh, there was a shooting, 3 dead, 9 injured. I didn't see it. Southport, what state? I didn't catch that. I didn't catch the headlines this morning on that. I mean, we got a Southport in North Carolina. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what I sort of say. Yeah. Well, I knew we had a Southport in North Carolina. I didn't know if that was the same place you were talking about. I didn't hear anything about that. 3 dead, 9 injured. I wonder what caused that. I wonder what that was all about. The shooter was in a boat. Good gracious! So he came up to the one of the piers and shot a bunch of people or something. I know we got a lot of restaurants that are right there at a pier. Yeah, seaside restaurant. Okay, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of them down there in the Southport and North Myrtle Beach area and everything else. I hadn't heard anything about that. I'll have to check the news out on that. Good morning, James. Yeah, I haven't even seen the news on that. I I don't always I don't always turn on the TV news or everything every morning. A lot of times I don't even. I usually just get it off internet or radio or something, but I haven't even heard that. Yeah, well, Southport's a pretty area and everything. Did they capture that shooter, or did he fly off in the boat? I'm just wondering. That'd be a weird one there. You're still asleep. Yeah. Well, that's not a bad thing to be. I I like to lay back on a Sunday morning myself sometimes. Uh, I kind of just sit back and relax. I guess that's the reason I hadn't heard that news report. They had somebody in custody. Okay, well that's good. Yeah, I haven't even heard that report. I tell you what, we've got some crazies out there. We got some crazy people, that's for sure. People that want to make themselves famous for being a shooter. Uh, People that are just. I mean, I have political differences with people. I have political disputes, but I don't. I've never thought that I need to take a gun out and shoot somebody. I mean, that's just crazy. Oh, it was somebody very well known. That was the shooter, or was it a lawyer? He was the one that they shot and killed. I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm just. Oh, the shooter was a lawyer. Wow. Huh. Not the guy that got shot, but the shooter was a lawyer. That's weird. You would think you would think a lawyer would settle his disputes in court. Wow. Strange things happen out there. Strange things happen for sure. Yeah, I am not uh, like I said, I am not privy to the information at all. I'll have to read the news reports myself and everything because I have not been I haven't kept up with the news on that at all. I didn't hear about it last night. I Yesterday I was just watching ball games, and I like to watch a lot of college football. College football I like. Pro football I'm not much into. I probably won't even watch a game today at all. I'll get out and work in the yard and do some things like that today. I'm not much for pro pro football. Oh, the guy was. Oh, well, we know what probably his persuasion was. If he was one of those kind, he was a pro. Former Marine. Huh. Uh, that's crazy. That is crazy. You never know what people are going to come up with, and you'll have to watch it. The news media is probably going to twist this one way or the other. They're going to twist it. Yeah, yeah. Well, usually if somebody's out suing the government all the time, they seem to tend to be the liberal kind that wants to find every liberal angle to get somebody. And so I don't know. I'll have to read more about it myself. I got some friends that live down in the Southport area, and so I'm kind of I hate to hear that, and I know people will hate to. Hmm, I tell you, our world is a changing. The world is changing for sure. But CNN and MSDNC they're going to try to spin it uh, against somebody, even if it's right or wrong. We saw that in the last few weeks. Yeah, the Dems right now, they're hating the fact that what they were doing for the past 7 or 8 years is being turned on them now. They're all crazy. I mean, uh, Comey is he's gonna. I hope they get him for something. I mean, that man tried to upset the election more than anybody did with all his crazy doings. Yeah, the news they twist everything up, Zach, especially over here in the U.S. I mean, well, of course they probably do worldwide, really. I mean, I like there's a part of Australian news that I like. The lady she comes up with these lefty loses it every week. I watch her on the internet, and she's Australian, uh, and they always have a twist on what goes on in the U.S. And I think they do a good job of it over there. I don't know what organization it is, but you probably have seen it. Uh, Lady's a brunette and everything, and she comes on and she does over here on the internet. It comes up lefties losing it, and I I don't even know. I think it's part of it may be part of a Fox News over there or a Newsmax type situation. I don't know, but I watched that. Yeah, the old news it's crazy how it'll twist things around. We got our we got our ultra liberal newscast over here, and they're always twisting things up. Sky News, that's what it is. Sky News Australia. You got it, James. You watch it too, evidently. But yeah, that lady, I really like her. She well, there's a couple of them on there, but they put on a good broadcast. Yeah, that's it. Sky News. I knew it was something like that, but they I tell you, there's a lot of them that put out some good stuff. But the Democrats are going crazy, getting they're going. Oh no, well he's he's weaponizing the DOJ. Well, let's see. I wonder what happened the last 4 or 5 years. They were weaponized then too. You know, they were even weaponized. I mean, Trump's first administration, they had them infiltrated in there too. You know, and Comey got Flynn screwed up, and all this RussiaGate stuff. I mean, turnabout's fair play. Turnabout's fair play, guys. That's all I can say. You know, go for it. Go for it. Get Comey, and you know, I saw something funny. Somebody had a bunch of seashells, and it was said something about Comey convicted or something, uh, or Comey indicted, not convicted. But so since he found those seashells, no, but you know, the problem is we got so many liberals, judges, and jury sets and everything else. They may still have a hard time convicting him, even though he's guilty as hell. I mean, it's sort of common knowledge. You can see all the news report, and he even admitted that one time somebody that he was leaking information. So he definitely is guilty of it. But the part he lied to Congress is what what to get him, hopefully. But you know, they getting him convicted. You know, what I hope for, that it just goes in there and it about bankrupts some of these people. I mean, they about bankrupt Flynn. They messed up Flynn terribly, and cost him millions of dollars. And they try to do it with Trump. and almost succeeded, but you know, we'll see. But turnabout's fair play. No, it doesn't mean anything today, Jamie. I mean, yeah, they they seem to want to lie like it's nobody's business, and he's such a liar. It's pathetic. I mean, I I don't know. I don't know where we get some of these crazy people like that, but yeah, I think they ought to too. If we can get him some way, shape, or form, put him put him behind bars or get him stripped down. I mean, it's only fair. It's only fair. I mean, I'm after, you know, I hope they get that Letitia James. I mean, she's the one that's just got so much hate. I mean, she's got so much hatred in her. It's pathetic. Yeah, it's a weird bunch of people out there, that's for sure. I mean, it's a weird bunch of people that we've had to put up with. But we'll see what we get. I mean, it is what it is. I can't. Who knows what we're going to end up with? But we'll do all right. I mean, I hopefully uh, the U.S. will snap back. I mean, I'm already feeling better about what's going on. We got 3 more years. We hadn't even made a complete year of Trump yet, and boy, is he. I mean, think about how much he has got accomplished in less than a year. I mean, I think it is so fantastic that he uh, has gotten done what he got done. Oh no, I agree with you. It's the communists and the socialists have been in the government for a long time. I mean, they want their way, and I agree with you. I agreed with you then, James. I mean, we got too many. I mean, and they don't care which party is in power. They want to do their socialist things. I mean, look at all this USAID and all these things like that. That's as socialist as you get. Okay. Oh man, I had to sneeze there, guys. Got a little bit of allergy or whatever, pollen or something. I've been bush hogging this week. I got a lot of stuff up in my system. Well, thank you, Jamie. Uh, but yeah, I'm the the I don't. I mean, we got so many career politicians. When you sit back and you think how large government is in the U.S. I mean, years ago. I mean, you think back about you think back 70, 80 years ago, politics were big and growing, but it wasn't that huge. Now, I mean, the size of government, local government, federal government, state government is huge all over the United States. I mean, there's not a person out here right now that doesn't know somebody that has a government type job. I mean, basically, your school teachers work for the government, your police work for the government, anybody in the county or state offices work for the government. Then you got the federal level, and I mean, our government. I mean, they're. I would venture to say if you lump teachers, policemen, all everybody that works for a government agency, and the postal workers, well, they say they're not government, but everybody knows that is too. You lump all that together, I would venture to say that probably 40% of the public works works or is tied in some way with the government. I don't know what the percentages are. Uh, I'd have I'd like to figure that out. Maybe I had to ask one of the Chat GPT uh, how big government is in the United States. How many does government employ? Because the private sector is diminishing. I mean, there's getting to be less and less. And yeah, and if you take into consideration all the people that live off the government that don't even have a job, that would be a huge factor too. I mean, not even counting that, but I'm just talking about people that work for the government. And you look at the how much all that has escalated in monetary ways. Uh, I mean, a policeman's salary is pretty good now. School teachers not as good; they should be better. But you look at where your taxes are going and everything. It is monumental. Yeah. Well, yeah. Ask that, and yeah, I may have to do that because there are a lot of statistics. I mean, when you figure the private sector, I mean, I've never worked for any kind of government agency. Of course, my wife did. I guess she was a school teacher. So my wife worked for the state. Uh, so she was a school teacher most of her career. And then she went into business with me after she retired. But my wife, like I said, was a school teacher for 32 years, 84,000 a year. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good lick, isn't it? Yeah, and that's what gets you, how expensive how expensive some of this is. It's really, it's really monumental, you might say. Yeah. Well, like I said, we've let it I guess we've done it to ourselves. I'm gonna have to get me a Kleenex back here. I'm about to sneeze again. But we've done it to ourselves. We've let government get so big, and what do you do? Yeah, well, and see, I've been self-employed most of my life. I've worked for a couple of big companies, and in reality, with FedEx, I was an employee. Well, I wasn't an employee; I was a contractor, but it was almost like being like an employee, especially initially when we started. But they made it more of a contractor model later on, and gave us more leeway. Well, they gave us more leeway, and then put more restrictions on us too. I mean, they made it to their advantage for everything that we did. I mean, so it's different. But what else is going on around, guys? I guess evidently I missed that big one there about the shooting in my own home state. I'm surprised. I'll have to go back and read up on that. There's probably, if it has a lawyer involved and everything else, I would venture to say it's probably maybe a domestic dispute too. I don't know. I don't know if it's all. I wouldn't think it's all political or something like that. You'd almost think that it was a domestic thing. I don't know, but we'll see. Usually something like that gets to be a domestic thing, but I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. We've had so many political things out there today. You just don't know what's going on. Yeah. Well, guys, I have got some more personal business that I'm going to have to take care of today. So I'm going to cut this one a little bit short. I'm about 25 minutes into it. I've enjoyed talking with everybody this morning. I'm going to have to go home and check that out myself too about Southport. But I've got some things that Barbara wants me to do. I've got to pull up a bush. We got a great big cedar bush, so I got to get the track hoe out for. And I'm gonna call it a day, guys. Y'all take care. See you next Sunday, and I'm gonna head on out. See you guys.